The Vikings, legends of the sea, fierce warriors, and masters of survival. Their legacy echoes through the ages, a testament to their strength, resilience, and unyielding spirit. We may live in a modern world, but deep down, we share that same Viking spark. This is about rekindling that fire, about embracing the wisdom of the ancients to conquer the urban jungle. It's time to harness the Viking within and forge a life of strength, purpose, and adventure. Survival in the unforgiving wilderness, whether it's the Arctic or the concrete jungle, depends on more than just individual strength. It demands unwavering loyalty, trust, and camaraderie, the kind of bond that made Viking warbands legendary. Remember, even the fiercest Viking warrior was part of a crew, a band of brothers who relied on each other for survival. They celebrated victories together, shared hardships, and pushed each other to their limits. Look around you. Build your own pack, your own tribe of loyal companions who share your values. Challenge you to grow and have your back no matter what. Surround yourself with those who inspire you to be your best self, those who will stand with you through thick and thin. Remember, the strength of the wolf lies in the pack, and the strength of the pack lies in the wolf. Picture this, a roaring fire, the camaraderie of your closest companions, and a table laden with hearty, nourishing food. This is the essence of a Viking feast, a celebration of life, kinship, and the bounty of the earth. But it wasn't just about indulgence. These feasts were a time for storytelling, for laughter and song, for forging bonds that ran deeper than blood. Now, I'm not saying you need to start hunting wild boar for your next dinner party, but there's a valuable lesson here. Make time for shared meals with your loved ones. Put down your phones, disconnect from the digital world, and reconnect with the simple pleasure of good food and even better company. The Vikings were known for their unquenchable thirst for adventure, their willingness to face the unknown with courage and determination. They sailed uncharted seas, explored new lands, and lived life on their own terms. They understood that a life lived in fear is a life half-lived. Now, I know what you're thinking. You don't have a longship, and the open sea isn't exactly calling your name. But adventure isn't just about grand expeditions. It's about pushing your own boundaries, stepping outside your comfort zone, and embracing new experiences. The Vikings weren't just fearless warriors, they were physically imposing specimens of strength and power. They understood that survival in their world demanded a level of physicality that went beyond mere aesthetics. They trained for functionality, for the ability to conquer any challenge that came their way. Now, I'm not suggesting you challenge a bear to a wrestling match, but there's a powerful lesson here. Embrace a training regimen that builds functional strength, the kind of strength that translates to real-life situations. Think compound movements like squats, deadlifts, and presses, exercises that work multiple muscle groups simultaneously. Imagine a Viking warrior, axe in hand, dodging and weaving through a chaotic battlefield. They weren't just strong, they were lightning fast, agile, and able to react in an instant. In the heat of battle, speed was just as crucial as brute force. Now, you might not be facing down enemy warriors, but the lesson holds true. Agility training is about more than just looking good. It's about developing the balance, coordination, and reaction time you need to navigate the challenges of everyday life. The Vikings were masters of the sea, their long ships cutting through the waves with power and grace. Rowing wasn't just a means of transportation, it was a way of life, a grueling test of strength and endurance that forged unbreakable bonds between warriors. Now, you might not have a longship at your disposal, but you can still harness the power of rowing. Whether it's on a rowing machine or out on the open water, rowing is an incredible full-body workout that builds cardiovascular fitness, muscular endurance, and mental toughness. The Vikings didn't have fancy gyms or weight machines. They trained with what they had, using the world around them as their gym. They lifted stones, hoisted logs, and carried heavy burdens, developing a raw, functional strength that was born from necessity. Now, I'm not suggesting you start carrying boulders around your backyard, but there's a valuable lesson here. Don't be afraid to get creative with your workouts. Use sandbags, kettlebells, or even just your own body weight to challenge yourself in new and unexpected ways. The Vikings understood the power of community, of coming together to achieve common goals. They knew that they were stronger together, that their individual strengths were magnified when united in a common purpose. Now, more than ever, it's crucial to cultivate a sense of belonging, to surround yourself with like-minded individuals who share your values and support your journey. Find your tribe, your community, your people, those who will inspire you, challenge you, and celebrate your victories alongside you. The Vikings weren't fueled by protein shakes and energy bars. They ate what the land provided, hearty, natural foods that provided the sustenance they needed to conquer their world. Their diets were rich in fish, meat, vegetables, and fermented foods, a far cry from the processed junk that dominates modern diets. Now, I'm not suggesting you start foraging for your next meal, but there's a powerful lesson here. Prioritize natural, whole foods that nourish your body and fuel your adventures. The Vikings didn't have fancy biohacking gadgets or supplements. They lived in tune with nature, their bodies honed by the elements and their spirits aligned with the rhythms of the earth. They understood that true strength came from within, from a place of balance and vitality. Now, I'm not suggesting you abandon modern medicine or start sleeping in a cave, but there's a valuable lesson here. Prioritize sleep, manage stress, and cultivate a deep connection with nature. These are the pillars of a healthy, vibrant life, the foundation upon which you can build your own Viking strength. The Viking spirit is more than just a historical footnote. It's a mindset, a way of life that resonates even in today's world. It's about embracing challenges head-on, living with courage and authenticity, and forging unbreakable bonds with those around you. These 10 rules are more than just guidelines. They're a call to action, a roadmap to unleashing your inner Viking. So go out there, embrace the adventure, and live a life that would make even the fiercest Viking warrior proud. Remember, the spirit of the Vikings lives on in all of us. It's time to awaken that primal force and conquer the world on your own terms.